Hi, this would be a first tutorial about the cleaning operations in Meshlab. Cleaning is a quite broad concept, but it can be referred to the operation that you do to remove the part of the surface that you don't want to keep and to possibly fix all the topological artifacts, which could be a problem when you want to apply other filters, especially the remeshing and mesh processing ones. In this first tutorial we will see the very basic operation of removing the part of the mesh or the points that you selected on a mesh. So there are already a couple of tutorials about the selection, so we already saw some easy to use tools, but also some filters that give you the possibility to select peculiar part of the geometry. And usually selection, one of the most important things for which you use selection is to selecting the part of the mesh that you want to remove. So supposing that we used any kind of tool to select a part of the mesh, then on the right side of the toolbar you see here there are three buttons which are related to the removal of the geometry. And essentially the first two ones are related to the removal of the triangulated surface of a mesh, and the third one is related to the points. So the difference between the first two ones essentially is that in the first case you will remove only the triangles of the mesh, so you will keep the point. So if I select this part of the mesh and I remove only the triangles, you see that the mesh doesn't have that part of surface anymore. But if I switch to the rendering of points, you will still see the points. So only the points are kept as unreferenced vertices. Okay. If you are applying the same operation, but you use the second button, not only the triangles are removed, but also the vertices. So you are removing all the information about that part of the surface. The third button is related to the removal of vertices in a mesh or in a point cloud, and it can be applied only when you used the selection which is going to act directly on vertices. So for example, if you select a part of the surface using the typical tool, selection tool for triangles, and you want to remove, you try to remove the vertices or the surface using the third button, you don't have any result. But at the same time, if you want to select a part of the surface using the vertices selection, you can apply it also on a triangulated surface. And clearly if you use the third button to remove the vertices, clearly there is no existing triangle without vertices, so in this case both the vertices and the triangles will be removed. Clearly the third button is very useful when you're dealing with the point clouds. So these are the first three basic buttons that you need to use in addition to all the selection functionalities that we have in Meshlab, and these are extremely useful to remove that part of the geometry that you selected. So this is for the first tutorial about cleaning. In the next ones we will see some more advanced operation, especially the ones dealing with the fixings of the topology of the mesh. Thank you.